In a small farming village there lived a poor but wise old farmer named Ramdas, together with his young son, Viru. They did not have very much, but they did have one fine strong horse, and that horse was their greatest treasure. It pulled their plow and carried their grain to market, and they loved it dearly. Now Ramdas was known all through the village for his calm and steady heart. Whatever happened, good or bad, he never grew too excited, and he never grew too upset. Good luck? Bad luck? Who can say? "Father, our horse, our beautiful horse, has broken its rope in the night and run away into the hills. It is gone." The neighbors soon heard, and came clucking and shaking their heads. "Oh, Ramdas, what dreadful, terrible luck! Your only horse gone. However will you manage now? What a misfortune!" But old Ramdas only stroked his beard and smiled his gentle smile. Good luck? Bad luck? Who can say? And he went back to his work as peaceful as ever, while the neighbors muttered that the old man must be a little foolish not to be more upset. Well, 3 days went by, and then, early one morning, there came a great thundering of hooves. The villagers ran out to look, and what do you think they saw? Why, the farmer's horse had come galloping home again, and it had not come alone. Trotting along behind it were 6 beautiful wild horses from the hills, who had followed the farmer's horse all the way home. "Father, Father, our horse has come back, and brought 6 wild horses with it. Now we are rich. We have 7 horses." "Oh, Ramdas, what wonderful, marvelous luck! 7 fine horses, where you had but 1. Why, you are the luckiest man in all the village. What great good fortune!" But old Ramdas only stroked his beard and smiled his same gentle smile. Good luck? Bad luck? Who can say? And the neighbors threw up their hands, quite unable to understand him. Now, the very next day, young Viru was full of excitement. He decided he would tame one of the wild horses and ride it. He climbed up onto the back of the strongest, wildest one. But the wild horse reared and bucked and kicked, and threw poor Viru tumbling to the ground, and he fell so hard that he broke his leg, crack, quite badly. "Oh, Ramdas, oh, your poor son. His leg is broken. He will be lame for weeks and weeks. Oh, what terrible, dreadful luck has come upon your house." But old Ramdas, though he tended his son's leg with great love and care, only stroked his beard and smiled his gentle smile. Good luck? Bad luck? Who can say? And the neighbors shook their heads sadly and went away, sure now that the old man simply did not understand his own troubles. Viru lay resting with his poor broken leg bound up in splints. And then, but a few days later, something happened. Down the road came soldiers, the king's men, marching from village to village. A great war had begun in a far-off land, and the king's men were taking away every strong and healthy young man in the whole country to march off and fight in that terrible, dangerous war. From every house in the village, they took the young men away. But when the soldiers came to Ramdas's house and saw young Viru lying there with his leg all broken and bound in splints, they said, "This one is no use to us. He cannot march." And they left him behind, safe at home with his father. And so, while all the other young men of the village were marched away to the dreadful war, Viru alone remained, safe and sound, his broken legs slowly mending. "Why, Ramdas, what good luck, after all that your son broke his leg. Had he not, he too would have been taken away." Good luck? Bad luck? Who can say? You see, my friends, no single thing that happens to us is the whole of the story. The horse running away seemed bad, but it brought us 7 horses. The 7 horses seemed good, but they broke my son's leg. The broken leg seemed bad, but it has saved his very life. We can never see the whole road ahead, so why be tossed up and down by every turn, weeping one day and dancing the next? Far better to keep a calm and a patient heart, and to trust that what seems bad today may yet bring good tomorrow. And from that day, the people of the village began to understand the old farmer's wisdom, and they too learned to meet both good days and bad with a calmer, steadier heart. So remember, dear children, when something happens that seems wonderful, do not lose your head with excitement. And when something happens that seems terrible, do not lose heart with despair, for we can never see the whole of the story. Very often, what looks like the worst bad luck turns into the best good luck of all. So keep a calm and a hopeful heart, whatever may come. This is today's story. We'll meet again in another interesting story.